football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And he'll give it here to his running back. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they found
pressure and he's taken down, a Bears sack. Dee Ford coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. On play action, Fields sliding out of the pocket. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Set him back 5. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Fields. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Hunter. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Santos with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot. Nice job. Nice patience right there. Put him on the right side. Let him work his way across. Put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Murray now on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Here's Jack Fox now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And look at this. He's going to keep it. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And it'll be a turnover on downs. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Takes this to the 45, not much space after that broken tackle. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go. Here's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him. Because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. They'll run on first down. Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Flushed out right. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Santos' kick is up and through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first-half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Here's Murray. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Murray. That's out to the flat for Swift. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards all they can muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Yep. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now the try here for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. 3rd and 1, who you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. From the 44, Fields. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 35.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work, because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, Fields. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
I I'll tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
On first down, it's Montgomery. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A give. This is Montgomery. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
Fields now to throw. Flush to his right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields as the first half is winding down. And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll make it 2nd down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray, the throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. On the return from his end zone is Grant. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap, Fields. Forced out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. His big Trey Flowers getting in there that time for the sack. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big connection on that one, 32 yards.
So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond, but on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to him. The net result, though, a considerable gain.
And not able to break away this time, as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Now it's Fields. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
To throw is Murray. This one into the hands of Burton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. And they'll run on the inside handoff. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Fields. Escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. So potentially a turning point here in the 3rd quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, 2nd guy in, tackle the ball.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Swift escapes the defender and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. Flushed out right, and he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal. Now Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Burton. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. Now Murray's got to have this one. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And that will force a turnover on downs. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll run on first down. It's Montgomery. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, left side. The 40. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. 104 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Play action. It's Fields. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Montgomery. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Montgomery running right. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. On play action, Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there. So
now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Security eluded it. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. From the gun, here's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Bears add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Now the point after try for Santos. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Now, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Here's 2nd and a yard. Murray going to throw. He'll buy some time right. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Lions on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Got an open man. It's Burnett. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Murray fighting, lost the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now Fields. Flush to his right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead is now an even 30. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. First down, Murray. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Jalen Johnson, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. Under pressure, they got him again. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive offensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going for it. It's Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the ball is knocked out, and I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something, double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Bears,
it's a rare win, just their second in these first 8 games.
And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.